I'm on the Xbox. I'm on controller. Hooray. You want to know the best bit? I got the game to work again. Even got into time trial, on track, had force feedback. Well, okay. Let's get ready to go again then. Opened Discord, game crashed. And now won't open again. It is the least stable thing I have ever encountered in my history of using computing. So that's good. So, so we wait for F127 in the hope that it works on PC then. Or that I'm in the financial position to be able to buy a Xbox wheel rim. Because obviously, when you were looking at stuff about the whole handshake to with software etc. to console, was that just PlayStation ads or was that Xbox as well? Because my hesitation on that front would be to go and, not now because I haven't got the money to, but if I'm in a financial position to in the future, buy an Xbox rim for that wheel hub and then have that not work with the console either. I might be doomed to only ever be able to use a controller on F1 games. Who fucking knows?
And it's Red Bull.
And you're loud. Just gonna head on track in a time trial just to make sure that everything looks and feels like it should. I can't tell you how disappointed I am to not after doing so much wheel content in the past 2 years, to not be able to play the F1 game on the wheel is devastating. Tell me if the audio's too high. That's sensitive AF. Games kind of just didn't want to stop. No, my wheel is not Xbox compatible. The wheel base is Xbox ready, but the physical wheel rim is PlayStation only. Might lower the steering rate until I'm back up to speed, to be honest. It's very sensitive right now. God. Have I just lost all ability to play Formula 1, having not played it for 2 years? I've not played it at least for 12 months. Audio seems okay, does it? Okay. It is loud in my ears, but I can always turn that down. Sometimes I feel like I've got no downforce. And other times I feel like I've got too much. Sometimes it feels like the car brakes super hard, and other times it feels like the car doesn't brake at all. What are the niche notable differences that you've figured out so far? Finding braking into turn 3 an issue. Traction out of turn, well, what was 13 an issue. The rest I'm just slowly getting there. I don't know whether maybe I was always this erratic on F1. But because everything's so much smoother on LMU and iRacing, it's just more noticeable now. Turn the steering right down. Immediately feels more manageable. Keep forgetting you don't need to actually fucking properly brake that one. Just dab and dip. No, I can't. Yeah, I can't figure out how to use a battery here. Just trying to get back into the swing of playing F1, to be honest. I mean, time trial, you have to factor that in as well, battery-wise. Right. I've driven like 5 laps, Kieran. I can't tell you. I've not played the game for quite lower difficulty though to begin with. I had like fucking 12,000 emails as well. AI generally thought to be faster. Okay, cool. And yeah, I'm on default setups. I need to get the SRC ones. You're on 105 for 25. You're now on 100 and seems perfect. That's good to know, Corey, because I'm on 100, or was on previously on 105 as well, I think. I haven't tried Madrid since on here, no, but I have driven Madrid at Codemasters, and it was fun to drive. I've not raced it though. I've driven it, but I've not raced it. Four season.
That's it from me.
Oh, nice. Let's go 95 to begin with. I don't know whether to do short qualifying or not. I think I'll still do full qualifying, because it's not like we don't skip through stuff anyway, is it? Approximate forecast, drive moves on, R&D on, fault types. Yeah, we can always lower it, can't we? Throughout the course of practice. Now, to try and help get content out quickly, Veins, and do 2, if possible, FC saves. We start with 50% race distance. Where am I? Weather approximate. Fault frequency, I'm not sure what to do. I think I'll leave it on technicals as only, but mechanicals no. Flash, cause I mean everything here should be as it was previously. Well, I guess not. No, it's not. It's not saved my like F125 settings, has it? Yeah, safety car increased, red flags increased. Have to wait for bugs, won't we? It might have been on standard. Red flags might have been on standard. Yeah, Ipswich was the other one. But we'll see how the F1 content and the RTG go down first. Youth Academy RTG go down first before doing anything.
Hey.
Hello.
Your current team needs no introduction, of course. Opposite this, recognition is...
Yeah, that's fair. Well remembered. Hey look, it's Hadjar looking over a hot tub.
Finally, let's do this for real. Sorry it took so long. You know what these legal types are like? Yes, sir. No, sir. Here's 80 pages of needless jargon, sir.
Can't skip this.
Believe it or not, this is my excited face. Come on.
This is
come on.
obviously all the
Let me
same
show
as
you what
25
we've got.
because it's
So,
only a DLC.
all the usual stuff. Merchandising, likeness, blah, blah, blah. But the really juicy stuff is their expectation of you. They need you to challenge yourself all season, be the best you can be, dominate your teammate, become a legend. All that jazz. Now, it's over to you.
Okay, here we are. It's contract time. The team are expecting you to improve as your career evolves. And so am I. Here, we will be setting you a contractual target with the team. so that this progress can be tracked by
Yes.
your current. Here, you can view your recognition with the team. The higher the target you set yourself, the more recognition you along.
Grow by 3, I presume, is a decent target rating.
We're
Note to self, don't upgrade the fuel or the tyres. Not sure what to do about brakes.
quickly before we gear up for the first race this season. A couple of things. Throughout your career, you'll get a
Yes.
drive.
Hi, mate.
Your specialists are a team of completing the select.
Did I get the chance to turn on
Welcome to your contract.
on
In
or off
Okay, mate.
thingy drivers?
In order.
I don't know as I did I? Icon drivers, that's the word my brain is looking for. I presume icon drivers are included in the DLC because it's just an add-on to what's previously here on 25, right? Yeah, I think I skipped through it, Jamie. No icons for these cars. Are you sure? Millie, thank you very much for the 91st month, mate. Make sure to renew the sub, man. More than happy to keep supporting you because your content and friendship hope things to go well for you, mate. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you, Millie. Much love to you and the family, mate. Very good of you. Hope everything's well your end, my man. I just reset all of that. Oh, no, it didn't. Oh, look, it's letting me select an icon. If I want to select an icon. It's weird, but it wouldn't let me select. Yeah, when is work not a ball like. I swear somewhere in the past few hours I have had the option, but I can't remember what it was I was doing at the time. Oh, okay, Mega. Thank you, mate. True, there's also World Cup FC stuff we could potentially do. I'm actually going to record this bit. So allow me to dip. Here's what the new cars look like with drivers in tow and the new grid lineup, of course. There's Arvid Lindblad. Leclerc and Hamilton, of course, still both at Ferrari, but there's Colapinto in from the off this time, rather than having to get his seat halfway through. A certain... Well, I was going to point at me, but imagine this is Isaac Hadjar's face. A certain Isaac Hadjar in the Red Bull. Behrman in the Haas. There are the Cadillac boys. Some new faces, some very familiar faces. Some new liveries, and even a whole new bloody team. 12 teams if you do a my team, but we're sticking to a driver career for this one. If this goes down well, then maybe there may be a 12th team Chesnoid Racing F126 save later down the line. But for now, we're concentrating on Isaac Hadjar and his driving career, and I'm going to get myself to Australia. There you go, driver icon settings. They're off by default. On. I'm not. I'm just gonna do the. I'm just gonna do those ones. I just got a sudden wave of do I want icons or not? No, I imagine they've still got to earn something financially throughout the course of this cycle, Jordan. I don't know why I said Jordan. I've never called you Jordan in my life. Millie. Do we want icons or do we not? I guess if when people retire, it's only going to bring through an F2 driver anyway, isn't it? Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Thank you for the 10 bits, Danny. Interesting F1 football facts. Last time Arsenal lost the Champions League final, following race was Monaco and won by Alonso, which means Alonso will win the race. Yeah, probably not though. Got some R&D points. Where do we spend it? Chassis, apparently, according to that.
Upgrades can be purchased by you and your teammate. Okay.
Hello, Mark. I don't miss your voice.
Here you can hire. Here.
Yeah.
This graph.
Yeah. Max is doing chassis, cable assembly, and durability on the gearbox. So Max is already doing that one, which means I can't do anything else on the chassis side. Tempted to do engine power, quite frankly. It's recommending front wing turn vanes.
Finally,
So we have the third best aero, fifth chassis, fucking horrific engine. Although to be fair, Mercedes, Williams, Alpine and McLaren all have the Mercedes engine. It's on par with the Ferrari engine. I'm really tempted by power over aero. Go aero. No, I'm in the Red Bull. I'm going to go for power. Just go. Well, this is where I'm going to need my notepad again, isn't it? I'm going to keep my notepad from previous and just adjust it accordingly. Well, I can just replace, can't I? I'm going in blind and then I can just replace as we go along. No spreadsheet for this one, no, just a fucking bog standard notepad. Notepad for the win. We'll have a quick toilet break and then we'll do a full cam piece to camera as an intro and then we'll get straight on track. BRB. proper old school vibes would be me playing Fortnite at 3 AM. I would quite happily get in a sleep schedule routine for World Cup watch-alongs, but you might have to speak to Nat about that. Childcare. Bit more important than watching World Cup watch-alongs. Yeah, I was playing Fortnite in, like, a couple of weeks after it came out in 2017. Even more old school would be the F1 at launch, like F115 at launch. No, F116 at launch. No, it probably would have been F115. Fucking hell, F115 at launch. At midnight when it came out. Doing time trial in silence. Well, not necessarily in silence, but with no face cam. More than welcome, Evan. I hope things are well with you, mate. I was whispering, was I? Yeah, that was. We hadn't long moved into that house, to be honest. And Kara was asleep. Kara was in bed asleep, in the other side of the wall from me, so I couldn't really go full. Blah, 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 blah. Oh dear. I don't really know how to do this, whether to do it full screen or... or not. Let's get the thumbnail up as well. Hot damn. Looky there. Oh, it's not there. Can't see it. Look at there, at me, down here. Look at you, see that. Woo. So I might put me LMU-ish. This bit. Oh, I thought Twitch was stupid when I went live at midnight. It has been a while, boys and girls, but we are back on Formula 1 F1 2026. Season pack has arrived and we're doing a driver career as that man, Isak Hadjar in a Red Bull. Whether we stay at Red Bull for the entirety of our career is yet to be seen. But of course, we'll be doing a driver career here on F1 26 and hopefully taking Isak from rookie-ish to success. Of course, one season down for him in the Visa Cash App Racing Ball. And now in the fully fledged first team, called up from the reserves into the RB... I'm not sure what number it is now. Into the big boy Red Bull alongside Max Verstappen. We hope to do Isak proud. We hope to do now I'm going to start that again because I completely forgot fucking what's his face name. Laurent Mekis. It's Laurent Mekis, right? Thought so. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to something we've not seen for a while on a Chesnoid gaming channel. It's F126 today, and the season pack has arrived. We normally do a My Team as Chesnoid Racing, but as you can probably tell from the title and literally what you see with your faces in front of you now, we're doing a driver career as that man, Isak Hadjar. Had his rookie season at the V-Carb team last season, and now got the call up to the big boy leagues to drive for Laurent Mekis at Red Bull itself. Alongside Max Verstappen, we'll be going for broke. Whether we stay at Red Bull for the entirety of Isak Hadjar's Formula One career will wait to be seen, but we have a great opportunity to achieve something decent in our first season whilst finding our feet with the new cars, the new regulations, and in general just getting back up to speed with Formula One content. And hopefully you guys will be along for the ride. Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying the Formula One content, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel as well so you don't miss out on any more. Of course, this will dovetail with the FC content. That's not going anywhere, and when the new save of the FC comes out, I'll tell you that that's going to dovetail with the F1 content, and that this isn't going anywhere. You want to see F1, you show your support for it, it won't go anywhere. So, we don't really have anything else to tell you at this moment in time other than time to get the plane tickets sorted because we're headed to Australia for round number 1. Then the bit about stuff. Let's go. Or the bit about the grid thingy. Which bit, Craig? No, I'm not sure about old school retro stuff. What Ad said makes perfect sense. At least it's dry. Christ, I'd have died if my first thing was in the fucking wet. Complete the race weekend, participate or skip simulate 3 sessions. It's just complete.
You can see you're selected.
I know. The specialist is the only one at the circuit this time around. As you're used to seeing me on F1, we have ourselves full practice sessions and full qualifying, but as you're not used to seeing me for Formula One, we're running 50% race distance. Everything is scaled, of course, so fuel will burn twice as fast, tyres will wear twice as fast, so we'll still have all of the strategy elements available to us, but I'm hoping to be able to pump out more content more regularly with 50% race distance stuff. So if we're able to get lots of content out and get stuff recorded far enough ahead of time, then we can throw in the occasional 100% race distance Grand Prix as well, or maybe if everything goes swimmingly, then we can go back up to 100% race distance stuff too. Was my intention to do F1 content this year with the wheel? I cannot begin to explain to you the pain I've had technologically to try and get the game, or try and get the wheel to work. Be that the F1 game on PC just flat out not working for me, or getting the game on PlayStation and the wheelbase not registering with the console. We're putting cumulatively about 8 hours worth of attempted fixes to no avail. So we are this cycle still on Xbox with controller. it is my intention, full intention, to continue with the streamed wheel content on LMU and iRacing, and when we can get some sort of solution worked out with the wheel, then we'll get onto the wheel. If we're able to do that on Xbox in the meantime, then great, we can just switch from controller to wheel as we plan to. But at the moment, we're on controller, but I will try and move to wheel if I have the opportunity to in the not too distant future. But currently, I haven't got 700 quid spare to buy Formula Racing wheel. So we're cracking on Xbox, on console, and on controller for now. Time to go and set the car up, get ourselves some resource points to spend on the car. I have already added some resource points. Radio check, Isak.
Radio check, okay.
Thank you. We've already started to put some upgrades in on the front flap downforce, and we've already had some upgrades done by Max Verstappen with regards to the chassis as well. Our chassis is really good, 3rd best. Our aero department is 5th best, and our powertrain department is rubbish. I'd very much like to have a Mercedes or a Ferrari engine in the back, but we don't. We have the Red Bull powertrain, and hopefully it can do something for us throughout the course of the season. You're doing it with Cadillac, are you? Nice. You joke, Danny, but I'm really going to have to start pushing the Patreon hard soon. If I'm completely honest. Let's do time management on the hards.
Okay, mate, so as you know, it's a brand new set of aerodynamic regs this year, and we've got 2 new aero modes. One for more downforce in the corners, and one for more top speed called straight mode. You only need to worry about straight mode, because corner mode takes care of itself. We need to be sure we can manage the tyres through a lap, so try to keep the wear down through each corner. Be especially careful accelerating on corner exit.
Good. We'll concentrate, shall we?
Okay, you know I love a tyre management program, so I've got some changes to call out this year. Temperature now plays an even more important role in tyre wear, so keep checking tyre temps in your MFD and try to keep them green to look after them.
Oh, it's not going well. Benny's gifted 5 subs to the channel. Thank you, Benny. That's very generous of you, mate. Yafutu Benji. It's Joey Alor. That's the username. Jaden. And it's Fish. Welcome to the gang, boys. What did Nightbot say? Oh, lol, donate. As if. Timing. Thank you, Benny. I appreciate it, dude. Okay, so my tyre wear is astronomically high. This is good.
Okay, mate, so a word on the new regs this year. When you're within a second of the car ahead, you'll get access to overtake mode. Basically, it just gives you more power and recharge allowance from the battery over the following lap. Nothing for you to do, just lock in and focus on the move. Enjoy.
Let's get back into the swing of things, shall we? Not the first time I've lost a rear end in that corner. Taps, thank you for the 8th month in a row, my man. You can tell we're now pushing, can't you? We're just going around in time trial.
Okay, as you know, another part of the new regs is boost mode. Don't forget to use it to make the most of that hybrid power. Because temperature's so important for your tyres, cool down laps are now vital after a push lap so that we don't light up the rubber too much, not to mention recharging the battery.
Tyre wear is disgusting. %13 on a hard after what is effectively 4 laps with 100% distance. Try to make it around there with this little wheel spin as possible to try and get a green one, which we have done.
Alright, that's the program complete. There's some decent data, although far from optimal, and it could still be worth running it again.
I appreciate you, Benny. Thank you, mate. It's very kind of you to say. A number of you are incredibly generous with your time, and a number more are incredibly generous with your time and your wallets, and it genuinely keeps me in a job, genuinely keeps the dilemma of Nat go back to work full time and me not necessarily being in a medical position to be able to fully full-time look after Jude and swap roles. The longer this can continue to be the breadwinning side of the team, the better. So I can't thank you enough for all of your continued support. How am I meant to play the DLC, Forza and James Bond and work at the same time? The short factor of the matter is you're not. I think it's time it's safe to say we can up the difficulty though, don't you? I've barely done any laps, James, so it's too early to tell, mate. No idea why my tyre was so hard on so much on the hards. It's almost like it registered as a soft. Yeah, it was just on console, David. I couldn't get the game going on PC at all. It won't be Cody's fault, Matthew. It'll be licensing agreements.
Okay, let's have some nice steady laps here, please. Just a managed pace, like you would in the race. That's what's going to give us the best data.
7th gear is so long. They've done that rather than put it in 8th and super clip, I think. Rather than have it super clip in 8th, they just leave you at the top of 7th. Can't remember what way I used to go with the diff. Mercedes logo really stands out top left now, doesn't it? I don't know whether they've changed that. I don't remember it being quite so in your face previously. I feel like I'm slowly getting back into the rhythm. What practice sessions are for. Wow, tyre wears just astronomical. Yeah, we set difficulty to 100, didn't we? So 95, sorry, rather than 100, but yeah. Thank you, Ollie. Definitely going to set it to 100. Don't know why my tyre wear is so much higher than yours, Corey. Yes, Tia.
Okay, test complete. And that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Why is tyre wear so obnoxiously high? Is that a Red Bull thing? Is that a me thing? Corey, what car were you in to have the tyre wear numbers that you did? Have you had a sleep, Rory, on your back again? You're in an Aston and you got 7% tyre. 7% through the whole of the... I'm so confused. What did your tyre wear graphic look like? What did your exactly this graphic look like? Fuel usage is exactly bang on, but... $7% per lap.
Okay, this is a quali sim. We've estimated the times our closest rivals will be doing, so that's what we need to beat.
Do they use battery in this, the AI, or not? Obviously, in previous games, they did or didn't use the battery.
You should be using hot lap engine mode for most of the lap, not boost. It's going to work out quicker in the long run.
Okay, hot lap. So I've been using boost there as well, but just use hot lap engine mode instead. Or is there a boost? Oh, there is a boost. Okay, there's boost. There's a boost engine map as well. Okay, let me just restart that thing then. Yeah, not anything to say they're not using it.
Okay, don't worry about tyres, just give it everything. In this test, we just want to make sure we can lap close to our rival's pace.
I'll just leave it in hot lap, not boost.
Hey mate, go well out there. Just a reminder to use hot lap mode rather than boost mode. Hot lap should be quicker over the whole lap.
So don't touch your boost basically, don't touch your overtake button. You see, I'm super clipping now, my battery's going up. Rather than the car get quicker and then slow down, they've got it that the car's top end is lower, and then you just sit at that top end rather than get faster and then slow down to top up the battery. Makes sense in game standards to do that.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
What do I want? That one. Oh no, what I'm gonna do something different. Hang on. I'll do it differently. Hello, Reese. Your mediums are all about 35%. Yeah, my front left was on like 35 to 40, I think. Maybe it's not horrendous. At the minute, 95, Ralph, but I'm going to be upping it. We'll change commands accordingly.
Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice is over. However,
There's
we'll
no
be back
replay of
shortly
free practice,
for
is
more
there?
Formula One action.
Kanate's had a here we go, hasn't he, Davidenki? You got here we go for thingy as well. What? Enrique Riquelme is claiming that Haaland signed a contract to come to Madrid if he wins. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, they're really throwing shit around now, aren't they? Yeah, front left. What button setup are you referring to there, Curtis, for Corey? So I know you guys are on controller as well. Change difficulty now? I can, can't I? Oh no, we are running 100. I am already on 100. And I was that much faster. I'll set it to 105 for quali. And then if I need to... I'd rather be too slow and then make it easier than be too quick and just win a race immediately. Use A to increase DRS mode. Increase DRS mode? What do you mean by increase ERS mode, you mean? L1 to decrease and square to activate boost. You can make a custom driver indefinite, yes. I'm so used to my button layout being what it is that I don't really feel the need to change at the minute. Got some more ERS points from practice. Can't do anything there, can I? I did powertrain, didn't I? Not aero. Why does it say Verstappen there? It says Verstappen and available. Whereas that just says available. Does that mean Verstappen's already doing that on his... Or it's available for Max? Oh, it means he's looking to do it, okay. So Verstappen is going to do that one then. So I'll do that one then, in that case.
And a warm welcome, everybody. We're here in the heart of Melbourne. It's Albert Park, and it's qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix.
Practice is all done. We've gotten our resource points. We've earned them. We've spent them on powertrain and on aero. And it's time to hit the track in anger for the very first time. We have difficulty set at 105. I did it at 100 for practice, but was a bit too quick, so I've upped it significantly.
Radio check, please.
Radio check. And then I'd rather be too slow and make it slightly easier than be too quick and win a race too early and then come back. Otherwise, I would kind of lose that wow feeling when you win a race if you've already accidentally won one. So we'll see where we qualify here in the Red Bull, and hopefully the car will be under us. We need to be competitive to try and keep our job here at Red Bull. Obviously, we're expected to get to Q3 in this Red Bull car. We're expected to be fighting for a top 6/8, 8/maybe 6, with McLaren, Ferrari and Mercedes very much anticipated to be the 3 fastest teams. So let's get the car on track for you guys to actually see some proper on-track action. And then fingers crossed, things will go well enough for me to be able to have a decent race. Apparently I'm on a custom setup. Oh, because I moved the brake balance. Yeah, basically, Rory. Let's go out at the end of the session. Can't remember what we did in practice. It was the 19, wasn't it? What? Checo? In the Cadillac? Hello? All right, I'm not resting on my laurels. I'm going to settle that. Fuck that.
Again, mate. We've made some changes to the way that ERS works this year, so you're going to have multiple modes to choose from in the race now. Have a play around with them in your MFD during the practice sessions and think about how you might use them on race day. I'll check back with you soon to chat more about it.
Please don't, Mark.
Okay, I'm afraid we've been pushed down to P16.
Trying to look after my tyres. I just had to look at the minimap to see who was around me. It's weird not having a relative. Get out the way of the
okay, mate, so
Williams.
plenty of changes this year. In terms of the engine, you've now got overtake mode. It's a boosted battery mode that'll kick in automatically when you're within a second of the car ahead to give you more power over the following lap, so you can get that overtake done. And don't worry about draining the battery, you can recharge more accordingly.
Right, here we go. First qualifying lap on F126 is a go. I have no idea what to expect here. One thing we did see was that Sergio Perez was P1 before I came out in a Cadillac. So that's not something we anticipated. A bit deep in the braking zone there. Good, binned it. Alright, good. We don't get a walkthrough, talkthrough of my first flying lap.
I'm afraid we've dropped to P22. P22.
Okay, first flying lap in the Red Bull is not going to be great, I don't think. Definitely made some mistakes. I am P20. This is exactly why I went out early, so we can go again later. Difficulty upping has certainly made it more difficult. The Cadillac was... Yeah, they've gone significantly faster. Initially, Sergio Perez was P1, and I was like, what? Yeah, they've got a bit quicker now. They've gone a bit quicker now. Mine was a 19.9 there, but we need to find some significant time, and hopefully, with a fresh set of boots, we will do. Yeah, I'm intrigued to see what gameplay's like for Clutch.
All clear the garage, please. Car's ready to leave.
It's where the company making it is where James Brallant went from Cody's.
We've dropped to P20.
Go. It will never not be annoying that the AI do that.
Okay, there's 2 minutes left in this session and we're in the drop zone. We need a quick lap or that's qualifying over for us.
Not sure. Ads. At the former Playground Games studio head. Right, game on. I need a lot of lap time. Otherwise 105 is clearly too high for your boy. See if we can find it. Slightly gaining time so far, but there's a lot of the circuit where I dropped time.
And we've been pushed down to P20.
So let's try and find that time. Not ideal. It was in the second half of the lap that I lost most of my time. Slow out of there though. I'm not actually gaining anything at the minute. Okay, I've gained half a second, but half a second's not going to be enough. Or even close to it. I am going to be P20 for the race. We will, like I say, or P19, I'd much rather be slower and work my way forwards than put it on pole and win the race and then have to move it backwards. So we'll drop it from 105 to 103 because I am, well, Max is a second off the front three. How far am I off Max? 1.3 seconds off my teammate. Your teammate's always a good measure, unless your teammate's Max Verstappen. If I can get within half a second of Max Verstappen, then the difficulty's probably right. Both Astons out. Lindblad in the V-Carb. Nico Hulkenberg in the Audi. And Valtteri Bottas in the Cadillac. Sergio Perez gets through to Q2. Shocker. Would you, Adam and Eve it? I did a 1:19.417. So I was a full 3.5 tenths away from making it out of that session. Lindblad with his dead rating last. What a shock. Do 103, shall we? Yeah, 103, okay. Max qualified P14. What time did you say you put in, Curtis? You did put your times in earlier, didn't you? You did a 19.7. But that's in an Aston.
It's a new day, a new dawn, a new era.
I did a 19.4 with a Red Bull.
This is the 2026 World Championship. New regulations, new cars, new fuels, new drivers. Ladies and gentlemen, let's ride. We go racing today then
That was
the
cringe.
state of Victoria, where
Let's
the drivers have
ride.
14 corners and 3.28 miles.
And
With
it's
the race not
live.
far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like.
So I didn't make it into Q2, let alone Q3. Lando on pole with Charles Leclerc right behind him. Where are the Mercedes is the question. Not sure how well it will reflect real life with the initial ranking of team pace. Antonelli 8th with Sainz in 7th in the Williams. Suspend your disbelief, boys and girls. Suspend your disbelief. It is a video game. Colapinto in 14th. Presuming nobody took any penalties with lap number one, race number one. So we will start 19th with both Astons and Lindblad behind us. The aim is to move forward, or the curse of the Red Bull second seat is still a thing, which it hasn't appeared to be in real life. Reckons it's actually I'd be faster with a two. I'd be faster with a two-stop.
Keep it clean, okay?
I'll try. Wants me to start on a hard and then switch to the mediums. I would probably agree, actually. Lots of hard starters. We've got a balanced tyre set, so one set of hards and two sets of medium, and that's what it recommends I do. We'll start with this as the default, expecting a early stop if the hard tyres are absolutely dying on me. 16 laps on the hard, 13 on the mediums. Feels a little bit far-fetched at the minute, so I'm very much sure we'll end up doing a two-stopper, but fingers crossed we don't have to. I'll start with 1.5 laps worth of extra fuel and hope that I have enough. Nah, let's not take any risks on race day 1, shall we? We'll start with 2 laps worth of extra fuel and see exactly how much we have left at the end of the race. I don't want to end up not finishing because I've run out of fuel, he says. Commentator's cursing himself for the end of the race.
No rain expected, no rain expected for the time being.
Very good, Danny. I had to think about that for a sec. Lining up then much further down the grid than we might like. But at least we nailed the grid slot. What can we do? From P19. Oh, bogged down in the gears and in the revs. Not an excellent start for me, to be honest. Could throw it up the inside, won't. I'm going to protect that front wing. Right. Time to actually make some moves. Let's get back... Oh my god, that closing speed was pretty intense. Let's get back up to racing speed and racing racecraft here for the F1 game. Around the outside, I don't necessarily want to run into Lance Stroll. How I'm having to manage the battery is going to be intriguing, because it's completely new to me. I don't yet know where to use it, where not to use it. I'm going to go around the outside of Stroll here. I might have used a bit too much, maybe. Or because I'm able to make these moves here, others are going to nip past me later when I inevitably run out of battery. Right, well now I've made a place from where I was. I'm gauging by the distance to other cars who's doing what with battery, and whilst I'm not necessarily losing too much space to those in front, nor being rapidly attacked by those behind, I won't use my boost to try and save it for when I need it, because I'm within a second of the car in front. I do have additional overtake available.
We'll get some extra power from the hybrid system now. Use boost on the next long straight to get past.
Can we do that to Perez? I'm going to try. Oh my god, that closing speed was nuts. I got past him far quicker than I anticipated to. You can see I was trying to stay in the slipstream and then pull out to make the overtake, and all of a sudden he was coming back at me a lot quicker than I thought he was going to. And what I need to do is stay within a second of the car in front to ensure that I don't lose that extra boost for the next lap. works similar to the old DRS system in that you need to be 1 second ahead, or be within 1 second of the car ahead, should I say. Perez trying to use his battery here, so I'm trying to save some of mine to try and stay with Hulkenberg should I need to.
So managing the engine's more important than ever. Your
yes.
main way to recharge will be lifting
literally
and coasting, and
what I was just trying to do.
Try some lift and coast before braking, then use boost on corner exit to get that extra energy deployment.
That's not a bad shout, actually. Lyco a little bit, and then just use a little bit of boost in the traction zone. Hopefully, lap time wise overall, it won't be that far behind. And can still remain competitive. Red Bull's different looking wing, as well as Ferrari's Macarena wing, are going to be patched in soon after launch. So we don't have the real life Red Bull wing that's like super wide at the moment, and Ferrari don't have their twisty wing, but it is coming in a later patch not too far down the line, so don't worry, things will more accurately reflect real life very soon. That Lyco into the braking zone there is just so unfamiliar. So I'm now not using my battery at the moment because I'm trying to stay with those in front, and now they're using their battery here mid-straight to try and pull and make an overtake themselves into the braking zone. But Nico Hulkenberg's not gotten close to the car in front, Liam Lawson. We are starting to gap the Cadillacs behind now. We'll wait and see how things pan out when people start making moves, and it's getting very, very tight here. There's an Alpine, I think, at the front of this train, and it is very much a train at the moment. Two McLarens off out in front, having the time of their lives. Then there's a little train behind them and some Mercedes. There you go, and I've got a full battery again. Tyre wear is going to be high, especially high for what we're used to, because, of course, we're on 50% race distance, not 100% as I'm more familiar with. So that's going to be something else to get used to. But at the minute, I'd very much like to start making some positions again, and at the moment, I'm not. But I'm going to ease off the brake a little bit here and have a look at Nico Hulkenberg, and that has not worked. But we didn't make any contact. Car is still in one piece. We live to fight another day, and we'll go again. There we go, using a bit of that boost, getting past Nico. They start to use their boost about now, but we are going to get around Liam Lawson as well, just here perhaps. Still on my inside, no, he has let me have the position. That's 15th. Obviously we want to move forward, and for the performance level of the car we should be moving forward, so this is, even though we're making a number of overtakes, it's still the most realistic thing to be happening. We do like, regardless of what sporting game we're playing, we like things to be as realistic as we can possibly get them. Outside of the driving 50% race distance, obviously, that's a purely content decision, as we make some of those on FC as well.
Okay, mate, boost mode if you need it.
We'll do what we can to try and finish in the points here today. Try the same move that didn't work on Hulkenberg last lap.
Okay, Isaac, that wasn't quite what we needed, I'm afraid, but listen, don't worry about it. It's a long way to go, so let's just focus until the end.
There we go, racing side by side.
We want to keep them behind.
Managed to get in behind.
Critical for our race.
That's a good move. A little bit of side-by-side fighting whilst there was some sort of objective ongoing that I immediately failed. I think I passed him and it was saying stay ahead of him for insert time frame or distance, and then immediately he got back ahead of me again. That's fine. We held the position, or managed to properly retake it.
Just focus on the driving.
Tyre concerns none, 20% front left, we're alright. Want me to go to lap 16. That would be very worn front left, but at the minute it seems like a one-stop might be possible. There are a number of drivers on softs who will, including Fernando Alonso here at the front of this train, who will be definitely two-stopping. Oh, I've put it in a wall and got a puncture. I'm going to rewind that. Nice that I got a puncture there though, and not a DNF. I'll cut it as I'm talking about the one stop potentially being possible.
Come on, we need to get past.
Right, do I do it the same against Spearman? I'm going to go defensive here. I'm actually getting attacked from behind as I'm not using my battery. And Liam Lawson looks like he might just got that move done, but I'm going to hang it out. Oh, this is intense side by side, and Lawson eventually lets me have it. And we have just dropped a second plus behind the two in front, so I'm going to use a bit of boost here to try and catch up and get back within that magical 1 second mark, and we have done. Alonso looks like he's going to lose his fight with Bearman here. And I'm not quite going to get there to be able to take advantage of it as well. They're very slow through there. A little bit of Lyco, I think. And we don't yet know if we're going to be faster in the race, but not so quick in quali, or faster in quali and not so quick in the race compared to other drivers, etc. A little bit of boost here just to try and hold position, which we've done. Now Bearman is not going to have the overtake mode this lap because he's over a second behind the car in front. So he's going to be vulnerable now. We're going to try and take him, but we have to make sure that we're not then super vulnerable and in his position as he is now next lap. A lot more to think about ERS wise at the moment than previous years, and that's going to be super intense the entirety of the time for the whole season. You can of course put it on automatic and not have to think about it if you don't wish to, but we're not going to do that here. Oh, Ollie, that's lots of Lyco through the apex there. I don't know whether that's just the new manner in which cars are going to drive, or whether that's slightly lower difficulty or what, but that was nearly a broken front wing for me. I know they're quite slow through here, so I'm going to go for it and try and pull a bit of a gap here and close up to Colapinto.
Great manoeuvre, you made it look so easy.
We're up to P12. I don't necessarily desperately want to get within a second of Colapinto, but I would like to be out of a second of the car behind. I don't think I'm going to get that luxury, unfortunately, because Alonso's just used a lot of his boost to get past Bearman himself on those soft tyres, which we'll be wearing now. Yeah, they've got boost behind me. I do not have it, so I'm going to be a bit vulnerable this lap, but we'll try and go as quickly as we can to try and catch Colapinto, who is also outside of that magical 1 second zone. The points are still a few seconds away down the road from us. Right, they're scrapping behind. We've pulled a comfortable gap there. Not really got much battery left here, so I'm probably just going to Lyco behind Colapinto here. Lyco standing for lift and coast, of course, if you weren't aware. I know I've used that phrase a lot already today. Max is currently... I was just too busy looking at the minimap. Max is currently leading the race. He has caught and passed both McLarens. Go on, Max Verstappen. Oh, calm down, rear end of car. Right, I've got boost mode, but I've now lost loads of position or loads of time to Colapinto because I was too busy spinning up my rear tyres. But we've gained it back again. Hello, Franco. Gap to Gasly now in P10. There's a lot of fluctuation in the gaps between cars. It's such a different style of racing that I'm used to seeing, and it is quite refreshing. It is such a shame that we're not getting a full launch for 26, but if it's as varied as this all season long, and as non-stop action as this has been all season long, then we'll be quite happy. Should make for some very good content, hopefully. Look at that, him using his boost there to get away. Don't mind it, mate. Don't mind it at all. Let me just build mine up. I'll have that position. Some medium runners in the pits. Sainz and Gasly both boxing. Oh, a late defensive move from Colapinto. Just as well we had our wits about us there, otherwise that would have been an airplane crash. We are past the Alpine and up into 9th. That was really quite late from the Argentine, but he's a hot-headed, fiery Latino, and I would have expected nothing less. Now we're chasing Lewis Hamilton in the Ferrari, but I get the funny feeling he's going to be a bit quicker than me in free air. Qualifying, we were well off the pace at 105. In race trim, I feel quite competitive at 103. So maybe for the next round of the championship, we swap those around and we qualify at 103 and we race at 105 and we see how that pans out. Well, obviously, there's still a long way to go, and I am considerably off the lead of the race where my teammate is, so I might not necessarily be too far off the mark difficulty-wise at this stage. Use a bit of battery here because we'll gain some more by Lycoing around here, and there's no point completely running around with a full battery. Might as well use it. Big step on the rear end of Lewis's car there. Come on. Colapinto will have boosts, so I'm going to use a bit of my own battery to get away here. We're closing in on Lewis now. Gaps in front of him, though, still sizable. Tyres are going to be wearing at this point. 44% on my left, which is now lap 11 when it recommended coming in for the 2-stop. I am going to make the call to go for the 1, I think, and try and take this set of tyres to lap 16. Might be a bit of a brave call at this stage, but it's a call I'm making. Chat, how are we finding the content so far? I know I've done a lot of talking, but has it been an entertaining watch? Do be objective. If there's anything you're finding a little bit of a turn off, do tell me. Now is the time to correct that for content. Owen and all that jazz, thank you for the follows, guys. Jack with the maths. Has my relative constant talking been a turn-off or entertaining? Or am I talking too much? Am I giving just enough detail? Enjoy League 2 next season, Ben. Yeah, no, it's not distracting me at all. A minute. Okay, good. As long as you're enjoying it. Well, that's the most important thing.
Right, you've got boost mode available now. Use it if you want to.
Another little bit of loss of traction from Lewis there. And I got a bit distracted there by the proximity arrow of Colapinto, thinking he was making a lunge from my inside into the final corner. But no, he's actually boxing. 15 seconds off my teammate up front. Obviously in identical cars, that's not great.
Second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff.
But the fact that it's Max Verstappen and the fact that the second Red Bull driver hasn't performed that well over the last insert time frame of years means that I can perhaps allow myself a little bit of underperformance and it not necessarily be immediately overly evident. Oh, they're quite slow the way they regain their battery through there. You can see him using his battery now. I was gaining on him in the slipstream and then starts to pull away again. Is he going to do it again here? Yeah, look at that, look. A lot. And it's going to be a case of figuring out where drivers do that and where you can best take the opportunity to make the overtake. I don't yet know if each driver has their own kind of driving style and that different drivers will utilise their battery in different parts of the track, or if every driver will tend to be pretty identical with the other. Some more hard drivers in for their first of presumably 2 stops, unless they were some soft drivers that took them a long way, or medium drivers that took them a long way, I'm not sure. We're up to P8 now, only made 1 position there. Hulkenberg not that far behind me, and if you remember... Yikes, Lewis, hello. I'll do some damage. Hulkenberg was yeah, telling me about it. Hulkenberg was P16 when we were P17.
Okay, Isaac. Hamilton's ahead.
We're now P8 and 9.
So let's try and get past as soon as possible and
So
crack on. Push.
it's going to be a lot of yo-yoing. Positions made, positions lost. Don't know how much of it is tyre related, pit stop related for others. Wants me to get past Lewis in 4 laps time. I don't think that's going to happen with the current pace of the car. Front wing's made of stern stuff though. I am on simulation damage and front wing managed to hold that contact quite nicely, so made of stern stuff these Red Bulls, thankfully. Otherwise that would have been a front wing change for me and a definite switch to a 2-stop. George Russell's in the box. There's a McLaren in there too, but we will take the position, but we won't be ahead of them for long because they were significantly down the road before they boxed. I think they're going medium hard 1 stop. I think they're going medium hard and we're going hard medium. Up to 6th momentarily. What I'm going to do with the OSD is move that. Let me do it here. Camera. Is it camera customization? No. On screen display. Let me move the objective. Because the objective at the minute is coming up underneath me, and it's not letting me move it at all, which is weird. See, the goals is up on the left. But the objective's under me, and there is no change objective. So unfortunately, unless I can move my camera somewhere else and move other things around, I don't think we're going to be able to show you the objectives as they crop up. move the dials up a little bit. No, I'll leave them there. Don't need them yet. Maybe it is from when I had to move things around, I'm not sure.
The car behind you is just coming.
Get back up to speed. Lol. Done the exact same fucking thing again. Tucked right underneath Hamilton here. Might look to make the overtake if I can. That was aggressive, sir. Not going to look to make the overtake if I can. Deary me. He was having none of that, was he? I believe they call that door closed. 8 something seconds to Antonelli, so we're well off the pace of the front runners. Obviously, we have to have a ceiling for progression and growth as well, don't we? Antonelli now in the box. Hamilton seems to lose the rear end going in there quite a bit. We're 2 laps away from our first pit stop now.
Be aware the car behind has newer tires.
Fuel is absolutely fine right now. Fuel is in fact going up. So put that in the old knowledge bank for future races. That the car is actually decent on its fuel and we can maybe even underfuel at some circuits. The fact that you're Lycoing so much for the battery means you're also saving fuel. So it serves 2 purposes really. It's too tight there. Because they're so slow on the apex, you want to try and get a swing on them, but it's too tight to really get a slingshot and then get past without running the risk of going into them. I don't think I made any collision, any contact with him there. I certainly didn't feel anything. Oh, if I hadn't had a poor exit there, I would have maybe liked to use some batteries to have a look at getting past him here, but I have to hold off for now. Norris and Piastri are closing in the McLarens. And I just realised that we're running P4 right now. Not for long. I'm going to box next lap. I imagine Lewis is probably going to do the same. Hello, Lando! That didn't take long, did it?
In this lap, push now.
Yes, please. Copy. Copy. Yes, he's sat. My tyres are worn.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Lando, not super aggressive in trying to get past at the moment. This is where I'm trying to get a slingshot, but it's just not possible. I could use all my battery here, so I'm going to.
Okay, really, really good. You hit that.
Lewis kind of turned into me. That was with regards to an objective that you can't see, unfortunately. The objectives are just behind my face cam. I just tried to change the OSD, and it's unfortunately not allowing me to move the objectives. You will have noticed between highlights that certain elements have moved slightly with the on-screen display. We have had a tinker with it as time goes by. Leclerc's in the box. Colapinto is out.
Colapinto. Okay, they're out of this race.
The safety car now would be unbelievable. Yeah, I know. Let's have a look and see what happened to Colapinto. Where are you, Franco? Mr. Alpine. Is that Franco? Number 10, that's Gasly. This is Franco Colapinto. Oh. Oh. I thought he'd binned it. No. That engine has gone kaput, as they say. That Alpine engine's not going to... Actually, no, the Alpines have Mercedes in now, don't they? So that's a Mercedes engine in the back of the Alpine. Whoa, giving up the ghost. Here we go then. First pit stop of F126. It's not bad. You guys know, if you watched all of the content on 25, just how frustrated I got with pit stops and how they screwed me time and time and time again.
No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
We've lost a lot of positions there. We have dropped all the way down to P13 from P4. Work to be done in this final stint in the next 12 laps, or 13 laps as the case may be. So I don't think we're lapped yet, no. Work to be done in the next 13 laps to try and get ourselves back in the points again. Here we go. Game on.
Max is in the pits. Max in the pits.
Okay, Max went a lap longer than me on his hard tyres. Right, Alonso has been caught, and Alonso has been passed. And Lewis Hamilton has come out of the pits and is behind us. We've undercut Lewis Hamilton. We were still just ahead of him, I think, as we went into the pits. But obviously he did an extra lap on his wearing tyres, and we got onto the fresher rubber sooner. We are ahead of the Ferrari. Now the question is, how quickly is he going to get to the back of me, and how aggressive is he going to get in trying to get past? Because he's in the faster car. This will be into the points if we can get past Ollie Behrman soon.
Keep taking care of them.
Hamilton half a second behind Fernando Alonso at the moment and closing. Going to go defensive, Behrman? No, he's going to actually almost let me have the place there by easing off and Lycoing a bit. That might be tactical to try and get me back with boost at the beginning of the next lap, but I'm going to try and avoid allowing him the opportunity to do so. For the time being, at least, we are back in the points, but
okay, so
there is a Ferrari coming.
Our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 4.2 seconds.
I know, tell me about it, As soon as I heard it, I was like, brr. Oh, that was not great, Jez. Oh, Sainz in the box. There were some two-stoppers that were in front of us. Carlos Sainz being one of them. Gasly seemingly another as well. That's good news. That's going to be us, even though we might just be about to lose a position to Lewis Hamilton, that's going to be us staying in the points for the time being. Rather sizable gap to the group in front. I think Albon is probably going to box again as well. So that might potentially be another position we make before the end, although if he does box again, he's not going to be that far behind and will have significantly fresher tyres to come and close that gap down again. But for the time being, a P19 to P8 recovery is
Okay, Isaac.
very good.
Lap times are a little erratic at the
Which
moment.
means to average a lap time of a
Close up the difference between them.
124. And at the minute, my best is a 121. I don't know what my last was, but I think we'll be fine on that lap time average. Here comes Lewis, thinking about it and deciding better of it on that particular occasion. Wouldn't be surprised if he goes for it again here. No, he's biding his time a little bit. Antonelli's just gotten past Alex Albon, I've just noticed as well. So Albon down to 7th, and I'm anticipating boxing soon. Although not yet. Here comes Lewis. Not really much I can do about that. At all. Goodbye. Then he's got a Lyco because he ran out of battery. Hello again. Word of the day. Lyco.
Now.
Lewis has run out of battery. Hello. Goodbye. He got a little bit too aggressive in his battery usage to try and pull away from me.
Good job. Nice
And it
overtake.
didn't work. He's found some more though. He's taken the position back again. Well, that's entirely different to anything I've experienced on a Formula 1 game before. Bloody hell. Goodbye, Lewis. He's off again now. He's got nearly a whole second on me. How on... What on... That's so alien. That's so alien. Now look, he can come back towards me. Oh, it's really surreal to be racing in such a different manner. I think Alex Albon's going all the way on those mediums as well, by the way. If we are able to get past Lewis again, I will ask about his current pit stop strategy. I mean, I could cheat and just have a look at the race direction and see what he's done. He's gone hard medium and he boxed on lap... He boxed on lap 12? That's a long way to take those meters. I think he might be stopping again, you know. Surely there's no way he only does 12 laps on a hard to then do 17 on a medium. I think Albon does box again. I think we gain a position to get back to P8 from the Williams in the pits. Verstappen has lost the lead as well, I've just noticed, to a McLaren, which I'm not sure. But we're under no threat from behind at the minute. We've definitely got the pace on those back there. But again, we're in a Red Bull. That should be the case. We should be fighting for a top 8 finish, really. We are the 4th best side. So in theory, we should be battling for 7th and 8th. Then you throw in the Max Verstappen factor and he's fighting for a win whilst I'm battling for 7th and 8th. And there you go. As suspected, Alex Albon in the pits. Oh, he's on soft, so how quick he might well be when he comes back out of those pits, we shall see. Behrman behind boxing as well. I think we might not necessarily have it all our own way with Alex Albon behind. That car on softs is going to be pretty quick, although he has just been taken by his teammate. And unless they have some team orders there, which I don't believe the AI do in-game, then he's going to get held up drastically by his teammate. Unless he's able to just quickly sweep past and not get held up by his teammate, but that is unlikely.
Okay, so the car behind's just come in. They're now on the soft tyre. Soft tyres on the car behind.
Nothing in the past 2 months in your notifications. That's weird. Tron's Orb was not part of the five from Benny. I don't know when you got that sub, because I can't see it at all in my recents, my mini feed. I'm scrolling through. Was it part of Jack's 25? It was not. Still scrolling through my mini feeds to try and find. Ah, here we go. James Tourish 6 days ago. James gifted 10 subs 6 days ago. That's when you got your sub, Tronsor. That was poor.
Yeah, really good job on hitting that target, mate. Nice work. Still a long way to go, though.
Alex Albon behind, fastest lap of the race. The gap has closed from 6 seconds to under 3. I am under threat from that Williams and the fast advancing Alexander Albon. His tyres are going to melt with the tyre wear and the heat and the 50% race distance.
Okay, the car behind has newer tyres.
I am at the minute struggling to stick with Lewis here. Not sure what the gap to Antonelli's done over time, but I believe it's still growing. Obviously the gap to those in the lead is even more considerable yet still. I wonder whether 103 might actually be fine difficulty wise. We're faster than the midfield that should be slower. But I am at the minute, as a lower rated driver in a not as competitive car, in theory, exactly where I should be here at 103 difficulty. So we'll wait and see how things progress over the next couple of races, but I think I might.
Grip is probably dropping.
No, we're racing at 105, aren't we? Well, no, I qualified at 105 and raced at 103. I think 103 might be the sweet spot for now.
The car behind is lapping faster than us by around a second a lap.
We shall wait and see if that sweet spot moves throughout the course of the cycle, or as I get better with the game and the car becomes more competitive and we're able to upgrade it. But at the moment, I'm pretty happy with this first race. I'll be less happy if Alex Albon just arrives and takes P8 off me. Which I think he might be about to do. Because there he is.
We're starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop.
60% wear on that front left now. Still got 3 laps to go when we cross the line. Here comes Albon. We've gone from attacking Lewis to defending against the Williams. And I have a feeling it's not going to last long. But he's got the overtake. Oh, Max Verstappen is out! Teammate retires. That's a free position, but why? Engine or... Yes. So, at the beginning of this new regulation period where the unknown is very much the unknown with these new power units, we've seen an Alpine with a Mercedes engine go bang, and Max Verstappen from second in the race and my teammate with his Red Bull Powertrains engine go bang. One of which didn't earn us position. This one very much will earn us a position that I might be about to lose again to Alex Albon. Sucks that it has to come from a teammate. And what I was about to say was, Albon might be about to do this to me, but of course when he's the lead car, then I'm going to get the overtake boost. So I might be able to sweep back past him again and still get a P7 finish here today. And if I can do it at the right point, at the right time, then he might not be able to get me back. But yeah, that very much sucks to lose your teammate on race day 1. Not ideal. I'll do my best to bring home as many points as I can for the team in the fight in the Constructors' Championship. All of a sudden, in just my first race, all hopes rest on me. Albon is having a go at Lewis. I'm getting closed on by Carlos Sainz at the moment. My tyres are dying. He is on the hard tyre which will last longer and have better pace. Albon's through. Alex Albon in that Williams means business right now. And so does Carlos Sainz as well. I think the Williams is a considerably competitive package at the beginning of this career mode, that's for sure. He's dropping Lewis as well. He still have the overtake for the rest of the lap, of course. But he significantly left me in the dust as well, Albon. I was kind of hoping to stay with them with the overtake. But I was 1.1 seconds behind Albon as we crossed the detection point. So I haven't been able to get the extra battery for this lap. And running wide there is not going to help me get it for the next and final lap either, is it? I think we are destined to finish P8 here as Ishak Hadjar in our first Grand Prix as a Red Bull driver, but that is not an embarrassment at all. The qualifying position certainly was, but overall I think we've raced quite well. We've raced competitively. We've had some good battles. We've made some good overtakes. We've been overtaken a few times as well, but that's Formula 1, that's racing. I think it's a bright start to Ishak Hadjar's Red Bull career, this. And of course, as the car improves, as we improve, and as time goes by, we should hopefully challenge further and further forward. It might be P8 now on debut, but don't rule out podiums by the end of the season. Or the occasional podium, should I say, by the end of the season. Let's not get too carried away with ourselves. But we'll do what we can. Lewis has very much dropped me now, hanging on with the overtake in the 1 second gap behind Alex Albon, but he's not close enough to attack and re-overtake Alex Albon. As Lando Norris, your world champion, wins the first race of the season. That didn't happen in real life, did it? Mercedes are going to finish 2nd and 5th. Remarkably, Williams are going to finish 6th and 9th. Very good race for Williams. Not a great race for Red Bull, but on my side of the garage, not a bad race. I'm happy. We'll see how things develop on the run towards the next round of the championship in China. But I'm relatively pleased with that. And Isak's happy with it as well, as you can tell. Driver of the day on debut. Unbelievable, Jeff. I'll take that.
And here he comes. It's all go, go, go for Lando Norris as he takes the checkered flag and wins.
And to get a victory at the first race of the season, this might be a sign of things to come. One thing's for sure is that this performance will be giving the team and the driver relief and confidence going into the rest of the season.
It's what they've all been racing towards, waiting for them. High above the pit lane is our
Lando,
podium.
George,
And for the lucky
and
three, it's
Charles
time to stand
on the
it.
podium. 2 Brits and a Monegasque ahead of the Monaco Grand Prix this weekend. Shame there's still no licensed trophies in the game, but licensing will be licensing. And then the champagne. Etc. It was briefly in the background. Have to have the licensed music turned off for copyright reasons, unfortunately, for content. But we'll take that. We'll be very pleased. See if the car will improve before China as well, actually. My fastest lap was a 1:21.7. Max's was 1:21.1, so I wasn't that slow compared to Max per lap. And he was actually still classified, plus 3 laps, it says, for Verstappen. He did actually finish the race. Franco Colapinto, of course, the only DNF. The finish line graphic overlaps quite a bit. Which specific graphic? I'll have to have a look back at it, don't it? I'm not expecting to ever really overtake Max Verstappen in the recognition stakes, which will affect our personal and car growth. But like we say, we're not necessarily anticipating always being at Red Bull, nor really can we anticipate Max always being at Red Bull. He might well not be a teammate of ours, even if we don't move teams moving forward. So we'll wait and see how that develops. I am leading the rivalry between the two of us thanks to Max's retirement. Solely thanks to Max's retirement. Otherwise, he might have already won the rivalry so far this season. Verstappen's upgrade of cable assembly has failed. Hopefully, he'll be able to put that through in time for the Chinese Grand Prix. My aero upgrade is not yet ready. 21 days for that. Max was previously looking at doing this front wing upgrade. He's not anymore, so I will do that. And I have got enough to do something else. Max's part failed. I could redo that for him. It's going to cost 200. I might leave that for him to do. And there's not anything else I can spend it on. All right, I'll spend mine on it then. There you go, Max. Doing that just for you, mate. Helping out my teammate who retired in the last round. I'm having a fun old time being in the top 10 in the World Championship standings. Yeah, we're 5th in the Constructors, which isn't good enough for Red Bull, but there's time to improve there. Do let me know your feedback. Actually, let me not forget to go harder tyre compound for China, for sure. Do let me know in the comments section your feedback on how much you enjoyed this first episode of this particular career mode campaign. If you have any constructive feedback, please do leave that in the comments section as well. I'd very much like to hear your thoughts on what you enjoyed, what you didn't enjoy, how you think the content could be improved perhaps, and by all means, I'm open to doing so. So please do leave that feedback in the comment section. But do drop the video a like and make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more. And I will try to get this to you as regularly as possible. With a 50% race distance, we could well get close to daily. So fingers crossed. Thank you very much for watching this one. I enjoy your support on this and the FC content. And hopefully I will see you on one of either very soon. Bye-bye. I'm a hot sweaty boy in his office. I'm a hot sweaty boy in his office. I'm a hot sweaty boy in his office. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Also remarkably not tired for it being 11 p.m, 11:30 p.m. Let's save that then as F1-1. Right, chat, that is going to be me. I'm going to go and edit that. And try and get... Actually, no, I might go to bed and edit it tomorrow morning when Jude's at preschool. What sort of time do you think I should upload the F1 content? Rephrase. If you missed a stream, what sort of time would you be looking for an upload to come out to catch you up? Midday? Before the 3 p.m. FC upload, considering the videos are going to be significantly shorter, or like a later 6 p.m. upload, so that where the second FC save used to come out. Because that sort of information is going to be vital for me. So I can get this video out and live, either for midday or for 6 p.m. That's 1/2ish for Ben and 12 or 1 for Corey. So earlier, well, obviously it's only a 2-person feedback session, but earlier does seem to be the preference, especially considering they're going to be shorter videos as well. On the button. On the button. True, midday could be a slot to allow people to see the video and then join a stream and not miss a race. That is a great shout, Mr. Star. 11:45 a.m. Fuck you, Danny. Right, so that will be me for today. We will be live all day tomorrow with more of this. We will save the Champions League final for when we've got a bit more F1 content recorded ahead of time. So I will get this up and live for midday tomorrow then. And hopefully you guys will join me tomorrow afternoon for China and more. We can record at least 2 races per recording session, can't we? Well, there's a sprint at China as well. I forgot about that. You actually think 5:40 a.m. for your morning run? In which case, Benny, go to fucking bed, pal. You've got to get up and run in 6 hours. I'm going to bed. I think that's probably the best thing for me to do right now, considering I'm going to have to get up early to take Jude to preschool. So I will see you guys, hopefully, at some point tomorrow. We would have been done a lot earlier than this, but technology has royally rogered me the past 24 hours, hasn't it? Quite significantly. Okay. Love to you, mothers. Thank you, Benny, for your generosity with the gifted subs as well. I appreciate that, mate. And Taps for the sub too. Thank you for your patience in getting this done tonight, guys. And hopefully we'll see some boost.